Yo, hey guys, Nathan here. By the title of this video, you've probably clicked on it, wondering what the hell's going on. But I've made my mind up. I'm actually done. I'm actually done with the Milsim community. Don't worry, guys. I am not done with YouTube. So, and this isn't clickbait, which I know I'm gonna get a lot of in the comments, but. This isn't clickbait because guess what? I am actually done with something. I just didn't put what I was done with in the title. Clever. No, but story time, guys. So for those of you who know, I've been a part of the Milsim community on Grand Theft Auto 5. The Milsim community is basically a bunch of people who roleplay as military people. They make their own military battalions, you can call them, and they basically go to war with other enemy battalions. And I've led like 4 groups. I've been second in command of 2. I've been lower ranks in about another 8 different groups, but also I have like been a captain, I believe, of a group during a war on a video game. And now it's finally got to the point where I'm just done. Now, if by any chance someone who is currently in the group that I lead, and you see this video before I get a chance to tell everyone in the group, please don't go around there and tell them all. That'd be very nice if you didn't do that, because I am planning on doing a huge group meeting. So I'll tell everyone there. But for those of you guys who aren't aware what the Milsim community is, just do like some general research. But here's my story. My story takes place in 2014 on the Xbox 360. I got recruited into a Milsim group. I think back then it was 95th Armored Division. And I got recruited as a private, and we would do online battles, and then I got promoted to a captain. I got command of my own task force, Delta Task Force. Then eventually came down to a 9-month online war where people were literally going on this game every single day for 9 months to battle people, and there was no true winner at the end. It actually ended up there were a selection of groups, and in some cases it wasn't groups even. It was like actual just like forces, like task forces, like like squads from groups that were left standing. My squad was one of them, and from that I became interested in this. So when I got I lost contact with the community for a while. Then comes down to me getting my Xbox One. Basically, I was playing with one of my good friends, and he told me about this group. So I joined. A few weeks later, my friend said that he was leaving the group because he didn't like it. He just wasn't into it anymore. So he put in a word with the leader for me. Me and the leader became great friends, and the leader offered me second in command. I took it instantly. It wasn't until a few months later, in like January, February of this year, that I actually ended up getting forced out of the group by people who were of a lower command than me, which actually really pissed me off. I'm not pissed now about it. I can see why they did it, but I'm just not happy about it. Then I made my own group, which we got about 45 members plus. I had my good friend as my second in command. But the relationship with that friend started to fall a few months back, when. Mainly because he started doing some shit, and then like there were days where he would say, "Fuck this, I'm done with this," and he would leave. Then the next day he would come back to the community. He did this like 4 times, and this that's what ended up causing us to lose like 3-4 groups. and then come back with groups. So basically, guys, as a rundown, 226 was the first group I had like a major command role of. Then I've had my own groups. I've had 72nd Marines Regiment, 72nd Marines Company, 72nd, no, not 72nd, 63rd something. Then I've had Unit, which was the United Nations Intelligence Task Force. Then I was co-founder and co-leader of Genesis. And yeah, so I've had a lot of groups. Some I can't remember, which I know isn't a good thing. But basically, a few weeks ago, I was doing a recruiting for the 72nd Marines Company, and me and my co-leader and best friend, he literally is my best. He was my best friend. He puts his friend on his microphone, and his friend starts to say some stuff that caused us to lose 3 or 4 recruits. So after he comes back on the mic, he's laughing about it, and I'm like, bro, what are you laughing about? You've just lost us recruits. If we end up going into war, that's like 3 people that we haven't got to back us up. And it's like being a low group, we okay, fine. I'll admit it because no one else is taking responsibility for what happened in those groups. I'll admit it. We bit off way more than we can chew. We picked a fight with Rage Task Force and USDT and USMC, USMX, whatever they're called now. And they are like the biggest groups in the community. They've got like 100, 200 plus members, and we were literally like a squad of 15. But that is not to say that we weren't good. I handled everything in the air. Retro handled everything on the ground. It just started to drift away, and that's what's prompted me to make this video. I've thought long and hard about this decision, and I just want to give a shout out to Max and Martin. Max, I know that in the past I haven't exactly treated you fairly or right at all. But Max, just know that's because I still see a lot of potential in you. So I want you to find a group that you can become a part of, and if you ever need a reference or anything, just hit me up, bro. I'll hook you up. Same goes to everyone else in my group. It's been an honor to serve with you. It's been an honor to have you all on this journey. But I know that a lot of you are. I know that a lot of the people in these groups actually are subscribed to this channel. So I'm expecting some hate for putting all this out. I'm expecting some hate in the comments. But I don't give a shit. I actually don't give a shit, guys. I'm sorry if this seems like a rant video, but that's not how I intend it. Believe it, that's not how I intend this video. I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm done. I've said that I'm done before, and during my time in the community, which has been almost 4 years now. I have taken some breaks, and you know what? Everyone needs a break. Everyone needs a break. That's what I keep on telling myself. But guys, yet again, thank you so much for this, guys. If you're new to the channel, leave a like in the comments. Please show your love to anyone and everyone. And guys, one real quick note: Boogie's doing good. His wife tweeted out that he was doing good. So Boogie, Boogie, if you see this yet again by a miracle, I hope that you make a speedy recovery. But I mean, bro, I know you will because Boogie, you are one tough bastard. You are one tough bastard. But anyway, guys, until the next time, I'll see you all. Thank you and goodbye.